My name is Samuel Maitland, also known as Papa Sam Alafia, originally from Freetown, Sierra Leone in West Africa. Currently, I am performing palm wine music, which is a happy form of music from the west coast of Africa, and it's also known by different names. Some people call it Yamponsa, which is what the Ghanaians call it, and there's a derivation of it which leads to high life as well. But we have a very simple one which is called palm wine music, which I took from certain people who influenced me in my youth days, which is what I'm doing now. In traditional palm wine music, the acoustic, or in other words, they call it the box guitar, because it's unamplified. But there were some very genius people that came at the time without amplification. They fixed like very small transistor speakers connected to the guitar, which is how things were done I could remember in those days. And watching my predecessors play was really breathtaking compared to what is happening now. Because we used to have just box guitar. In other words, it's called here the acoustic guitar, and we're quite lucky now. We've got semi-acoustic guitar, which is semi-amplified, we've got its own guitars here now. I've got its own built-in amplification that you can actually use to plug into any amp and play. And then also, to accompany this form of music, you need to have then the sort of triangle that they used to use is quite different from the triangle that we are using now. Make it simple. This history needs to be laid. They used to use the what you call the broken part from the wheels of a car. The spring. That's what that's what the musicians used to use in those days to play as a triangle. And then the hacksaw blade, that's another one. And then you have the drums, which is, it can be either called, they can either use a djembe drum or another form of drum called sangbai. They do the same thing. But it was very basic, a bass drum, triangle, box guitar or acoustic guitar, and hacksaw blade, you got your music. I learned my craft in Freetown originally, and the area where I grew up in Freetown. I used to observe a lot of things because we had lots of music around us then, and also, but there were two exponents who were very popular: Ebenezer Kalenda and S.E. Rogers. They were the main front runners with that type of genre, because you don't really need much to get people going. Just one man and his guitar, and the rest will some people used to even accompany with spoons, and a plate, so everything goes. Those two actually influenced me, Ebenezer Kalenda and S.E. Rogers. I didn't meet Ebenezer Kalenda because I was a kid by then, but because he passed by the time I actually picked up music professionally. But I actually met S.E. Rogers, and he showed me a trick or two and progressions in writing palm wine music in London. When I was living in East London, that's in Hackney, and he was living in southeast somewhere, and I actually used to go down there to meet the family, him, his wife, and after food we used to sit down now to business. And that's how he taught me. I write my own music. I write my own style or type of palm wine music. I write also Afro-funk and gospel music as well. Well, with the help of technology nowadays, it's easy for you for example, we've got things now with pedals that you can play different parts, and will enhance what you do. So the technology is there to help us like not compared to former days where you need people, lots of people. Now you can actually do much more on your own.